The best directors of all time. Jaws and Jurassic Park were directed by the same director? Let's find out. Today we will be looking at the top 7 best directors of all time, so without any delay, let's get right into the video. At number 7, Quentin Tarantino. Starting the list with the god of gore himself, Quentin Tarantino has made himself a big name for mastering the art of bombast mixed with tough subject matters. Like Christopher Nolan, Tarantino's best known for having a favorite set of actors to tap into for his projects. His early career with movies like Reservoir Dogs captured tense, claustrophobic crime thrillers, and he fine-tuned his signature style after breaking into major Hollywood movies. The Kill Bill duo, Inglourious Basterds, and Django Unchained are arguably his most unforgettable movies to date. At number 6, Francis Ford Coppola. Along with directors like Martin Scorsese, Francis Ford Coppola was partly responsible for the peak of the mobster crime drama series. Coppola did so by giving the medium perhaps the greatest pair of mobster movies ever made. The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2 are also considered as two of the best movies ever made in general, with the second being especially impressive for accomplishing the rare feat of a sequel that surpasses its acclaimed predecessor. Those movies gave one of the most imposing performances by Marlon Brando and skyrocketed the career of the revered Al Pacino. At number 5, Steven Spielberg. In terms of sheer mainstream appeal, Steven Spielberg has given audiences a wide variety of movies that captured that feel of Hollywood magic. Spielberg's status as one of the new Hollywood's essential directors came from his grand adventures like E.T. and the iconic Indiana Jones to suspend horror thrillers like Jaws. The latter was a game changer when it came to horror and thriller movies in particular. His movies generally aged especially well too, as the 1993 classic Jurassic Park was a mix of awe-inspiring adventure and imagination, along with some tasteful implementations of horror. Spielberg's intricate use of practical effects is also a big part of his movie's timeless element. At number 4, Akira Kurosawa. Despite Hollywood at the time being dominated by Western filmmakers, Akira Kurosawa's inspired epics made the global audience pay attention. His acclaimed 1951 movie Rashomon is what opened the door for him and Japanese film to enter Western markets, and was the start of what would become one of the industry's most influential directing legacies. Though Kurosawa's Seven Samurai is commonly referred to as his magnum opus, the 3.5 long-hour samurai drama was a beautiful blend of Japanese filmmaking and the Western American genre. At number 3, Martin Scorsese. Succeeding the mobster genre expert Francis Ford Coppola is Martin Scorsese. He's picked up the torch for keeping the genre as well as psychological character studies like Taxi Driver compelling still today, and is even now releasing highly anticipated movies. Every time Scorsese announces and releases a new project, it becomes a cinematic event of its own. One of the director's biggest assets is how consistent he is in releasing high-quality work. The Godfather movies became the standard, but the likes of Casino and The Departed are more than worthy contenders in this genre. The star-studded ensemble cast and tense plot of the latter in particular make it one of Scorsese's best. At number 2, Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock's work is undoubtedly one of the most studied subjects in the film classes around the world. His influence in movies has permeated to this day in some form when it comes to things like cinematography and establishing an atmosphere. While Spielberg's aforementioned Jaws was a milestone for horror, Hitchcock's The Birds was an earlier milestone for the genre. Hitchcock's works in other thriller areas are also extremely noteworthy entries in the cinematic history, like his intense psychological thrillers Vertigo and Psycho. Both of them have become vastly more appreciated over the years thanks to the daunting presence created by his direction, camera work, and the actors' respective performances. And finally, at number 1, Christopher Nolan. One such modern household name and a fan-favorite director is Christopher Nolan. The director started on smaller scales that still showed early on his penchant for mind-bending plots with the likes of Memento. He only grew from there and even expanded into franchise projects, including one of the most beloved movie trilogies ever, the Dark Knight trilogy. Given Batman's compelling psychology, Nolan did well in executing some of the most intense stories for The Dark Knight. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. Let us know about your favorite directors in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. See you guys next time!